Blake Shelton's earnings from The Voice and his net worth are detailed. The Voice is the main source of Blake Shelton's yearly income and the reason why most people are familiar with him, contributing to his overall net worth. The home singer said on October 11, 2022, that he would be leaving the NBC ratings powerhouse after season 23. Though Shelton has a restaurant, a number of sponsorship deals, a Grammy, a hit song, and even the most fiercely fought Hottest Man Alive title ever, don't worry about his money account. Check out the country singer's salary history, net worth, and how his income compares to that of his ex-girlfriend Miranda Lambert and wife Gwen Stefani. Blake Shelton was born in Ada, Oklahoma, and from an early age displayed musical prowess. He started playing the guitar at age 12 after starting to sing as a young child. Before he was old enough to legally drink, he composed his first song at the age of 15, started performing in bars in his hometown, and went to Nashville when he was 17 to focus solely on music after graduating from high school. Shelton joined Giant Records in 2001, and in April of that year, he released his debut single, Austin, which topped the country charts. His self-titled debut album, which came out in July 2001, produced a number of successes, including All Red, which Shelton views as his defining song. According to estimates, Blake Shelton will have a cool $120 million in net worth by January 2023, although The Voice contributes significantly to Shelton's income. More on that later. He also makes a good living from his live performances and album sales. Shelton also earns a ton of money by endorsing brands such as Pizza Hut, Pepsi, Land's End, Gildan, Smithworks Vodka, and Walmart, to mention a few. Also, according to Rolling Stone, Shelton made a nice $50 million from the sale of his catalog in 2021, which would certainly add to his net worth in a huge way. Blake Shelton or Gwen Stefani, who is wealthier? Stefani has more money than her husband at this time. The former frontwoman of No Doubt has a net worth of $160 million, or around $40 million more than Shelton. This is because she has had her hand in a lot of different things, including her work with No Doubt, her solo projects, her Las Vegas residency, her clothing lines, her fragrances, her endorsements for cosmetics, her own beauty line, her eyewear line. With the blonde beauty, there is a lot of branding going on. Somebody has greater value, which is better, Miranda or Blake? Shelton is thought to be worth $120 million. That is roughly twice the amount that Miranda Lambert, his second wife, is worth. The majority of Lambert's $60 million estimated net worth comes from her music and traveling, along with her Pink Pistol store in Lindale, Texas, and Casa Rosa bar in Nashville. She also runs the lifestyle and clothing label Idlewind, and she has endorsement agreements with Cotton Inc., Chrysler Vehicles, and her own wine label. How much does Blake Shelton make from each performance? According to certain sources, Shelton's concert receipts can reach $1 million. Yet, it's crucial to keep in mind that the proceeds from ticket sales are split up in a variety of ways. Promoters, venues, production personnel, management, booking agencies, and other parties all receive a portion. Because of this, Shelton doesn't truly make $1 million from each live concert, though it's still a fantastic figure, and nothing to shake a stick at. How much money does Blake Shelton earn annually? Shelton's annual salary changes based on the projects he accepts and whether he is on tour or releasing a new record. To balance album sales with other sources of income, Shelton allegedly made an average of $30 million during his time on The Voice. What kind of money does Blake Shelton get from The Voice? In The Voice, Shelton reportedly earns $13 million a season. Shelton gets roughly $26 million a year from The Voice alone, and since he has participated in every season so far, he may also receive bonuses for having the most victories in the show's history. Nonetheless, his earnings for the show were probably far lower in the first several seasons. Although that's a lot of money, to put it in perspective, Grand dwarfs his pay with $25 million each season. What is Blake Shelton's salary for each season of The Voice? Without factoring in any potential prizes for ratings or for a member of his team winning the competition, Shelton reportedly earns $13 million per season on The Voice. How much money does The Voice's Blake Shelton make per episode? For each season of The Voice, Shelton earns $13 million. With 26 episodes in each season, Shelton earns $500,000 every episode. That tracks because it is roughly how many wisecracks he makes in an hour.